Okay, guys, so I think now we have to start the class. So, in our previous class that we had discussed about, we had started with this Pandas library, and I had shown you that how you will be able to install this Pandas library inside your console, inside your environment. Now, from the same point, I will try to, I can say, move further ahead. So, since this is the Pandas library, and we all are here for learning about different methods which are available in terms of Pandas library. So basically, I had given some brief intro regarding this library, then how to install this library. So this is the command that you have to give inside your console, inside your terminal. So pip install pandas, and then it will be going to install the pandas inside your system. Now after the installation part, so whenever you are going to use pandas, so in a very first place you need to import the pandas. So we will be importing pandas as pd, so pd will be a kind of alias, right? A kind of a title or kind of a nickname. So we will be importing pandas library, and then we can use pandas. Whatever methods and functions which are available inside pandas, so we can use them. Now installing NumPy and Pandas with alias. So we can write like as import NumPy as NP, import Pandas as PD, and then NumPy and Pandas will be getting imported. So if NumPy and Pandas will be available inside your environment, so you will be easily you will be able to import them with this particular lines, like as using this import keyword, and you will be using NP and PD as their aliases or their titles. Now, why pandas is so popular in data science? So basically, whatever data sets and whatever I can say files you are going to get. So each and every files you need some kind of a library to manipulate their values, to load their values, to pre-process their values, and in that way, so your pandas is going to help you out at all. Now, this pandas is built on top of the NumPy library, and its structures is same as we are having inside NumPy. Again, we had not discussed this NumPy library, but after this pandas class, so we will be studying about NumPy. Now, in terms of pandas, so there are two different, I can say, data types. So one is the pandas series, and the second one is pandas data frame. So if I will talk about a pandas series, so pandas series is a one-dimensional labeled array, or I can say it is just kind of a list, but with some kind of a indexes. So I had shown you, since this is a kind of, I can see a data, and inside this data we are clearly we are seeing that. So this is the first column, this is the second column, and this is the third column. So these all individual columns, I mean each and every columns of a data will be known as a pandas series. So this column is a series, this column is a series, and this column is a series, right? So there are three different series we can take out from this data itself. And if I will talk about the series, so a series will be having, a series is just a similar to I can say a list, but we will be having some kind of a row indices. So these are the row indices which will be, I can say, denoting that, okay, fine. So this is the index, this is the row index for this value, this is the row index for this value. So in that way, so we are having some kind of a row indices, and in that way, so we are going to define a pandas series. Now we will be using pd.series. So this series is a inbuilt method, right? This series method is an inbuilt method which is available in terms of pandas. So we will be taking the reference of PD. So PD dot series, and this will be going to create a series for you. Now, if you are going to pass some kind of a data inside this function, so it will be taking that data for it will take that data as its value, and then it will be creating a series for you. If you are not passing any kind of a data, then it will be creating a empty series for you. Now there will be, I can say, you will be able to pass a list or a dictionary, maybe a tuple, maybe a set with this series, and then it will be going to create a series for you. And I had shown those things in our previous class. Now we can pass a numpy array with this particular, I can say, series method, and then from that array it will be extracting its different values, and then it will be creating a series for you. So if I will talk about what is an array, I mean what is an array? So array is again a kind of a data type which will be available in terms of NumPy. So NumPy is another library. NumPy stands for numerical Python. So in NumPy, there is one different data type which is known as array. Array means a kind of, I can say, a structure which will be containing some kind of a data. So we can create a Pandas series by using the values of an array. So here what we are doing. So here see, this is a kind of a list, right? This is a kind of a list. So this list is having some kind of a strings. So G, E, E, K, S. There are 5 characters, right, inside this string. And now we are passing this string with one method, and this method is array method, right? This is the array method, and this array method is this array method is coming from which coming from what? From which place? So this array method is lying in NumPy, and we had imported NumPy with NP, right? So see here, we had imported NumPy, import NumPy as NP. So that array method is available in NumPy library, and we are using that method. So basically the main purpose of this method is that if you are passing any kind of a list or any kind of a data with this array method, then this particular function will be returning you a kind of a kind of a array, right? So array will be a kind of a data type in NumPy. In a similar way, series is a kind of, I can say, a data type in Pandas. So in Pandas, there will be two different data types, series and a data frame. And in NumPy, there will be one data type, that is array. So here we will be creating an array by using this list. I had shown you, I had taught you that what is a list and what is a dictionary, what is a set, what is a tuple, right? In our previous classes. Now we will be using those containers for passing their values as a as inside this array function, I mean array method, or maybe a series method. So if you will be passing those values with this array, so this array method will be giving you, I can say, a kind of a NumPy array for you, or this series method will be giving you a Panda series for you. So in a similar way, so from one array we can easily create one Panda series. So there is no any problem. In a very first place, we will be creating one array by using the values of this list, and then whatever array we will be having. So now this is a array, right? If you will be checking with type method, so it will show you that okay, fine. Now this is an NumPy array. So here we will be using this array, we will be passing this array with this series method, and now we will be creating a Pandas series with the values of this array. So in that way, so we can say that, so from a list, from a dictionary, from a set, from a tuple, or from a NumPy array, we will be able to create a Pandas series, right? Now you can also pass your own custom index, I mean your own provided index. So for that particular purpose, we will be using one index argument with a list. So what we need to do, so we will be giving some kind of indexes, I mean row indices. We will be giving here in terms of a list, and that list will be passed with this argument, index argument. So we will be writing like this. So pd.series, right, and array. So here we are taking this array. We will be using these values for creating our series. So array will be passing as a value. Now there will be another argument, another parameter which will be known as index. Now this index will be, I can say, a kind of a list maybe, or maybe a kind of, I can say, it will be again a list. It will be a kind of a list, and inside this list we can use anything. I mean any kind of a data type we will be using for giving the indexes. So in that way we will be able to provide our own indexes, and our Pandas series will be created from that custom index. Now these all things that I have shown you in our previous classes. Now today I will be going to, I can say, talk about this Pandas data frame. So basically, what is a Pandas data frame? So Pandas data frame is a two-dimensional, size mutable, potentially heterogeneous tabular data structure with labeled axes, rows, and columns. So data frame is nothing. This name is a column, right? Team is a column, number is a column, position is a column, age is a column, right? And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the rows, right? So before some seconds, before some minutes, I had, I was saying that, so this is a column, and this column is known as a Pandas series. So this is a series, 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 right? So if these all are series, so when we will be combining these all series together, I mean in this way, I mean horizontally, if I will be combining them, then in that way So we are going to create a kind of a tabular data structure. So this is a kind of a tabular data structure, guys, right? Are you able to get this thing? So this is a kind of a tabular data structure. So here the data is getting, I can say, um, the data is getting, I can say, separated in terms of a table. So this is a kind of a table, right? And here we are having our columns, here we are having our rows, and in terms of rows and columns we are having this data, this tabular data. So this is known as a data frame, where we will be having the columns, we will be having the row indices, I mean rows, and rows and the columns, and the name, team, number, position, age. So this will be known as column indices, and this will be known as row indices. Now this particular data set is known as, I can say, what? A data frame. So this will be known as a data frame. Now, a data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. That data is aligned in tabular fashion in rows and columns, right? Yeah. So here we will be having rows and columns. So we can say this is a 2D data. Now, Pandas data frame consists of three principal components of data, rows, and columns. Yeah. So inside a Pandas data frame, we will be having three things. So one will be the rows, one will be the columns, and one will be the data, which is getting, structured in terms of rows and columns. So these are the three things. Now a pandas data frame will be created by loading the data from existing storage. So yeah, in a similar way, so we are creating a pandas series. In a similar way, we will be creating a pandas data frame from a list, from a dictionary, from a list of dictionary, etc. kind of a things. Now methods to creating data frames in pandas. So how we will be creating a data frame from dictionary. So now calling data frame constructor on list or nested list generates a data frame. So if we will be using a nested list or maybe a list inside a list, so there, see, this is a list inside a list. So now here we will be using this data frame method. This data frame method is available in Pandas, and this will be responsible for creating a data frame for you. So data frame is again another type of, another data type which is available in Pandas. So one is series and the another is data frame. So now this data frame method will be creating a data frame for you. And here in terms of the values, we will be passing this particular list, right? Okay. So yeah, so here it will be going to see, this is a kind of a nested list. I mean a kind of, I can say, a nested list, and here we will be passing this through a data frame method, and then it will be creating a kind of, I can say, a data frame for you. So if I will try to copy this one, and if I will show you inside one another shell, so how it looks like. So it will be looks like, oh fine. See, so here again I have not imported pd, I mean pandas with pd. So now it is giving me a name error. It is saying that pd is not defined. So what we need to do, so here we will be importing pandas in a very first place. So I will write like as import pandas as PD, and then now it will be okay for me. So see, so here it is giving, see here we are having this list and this list. So this list is coming here, right? And this list is coming here, I mean in downside, right? And now what is this? So this is the row indices, I mean this is the this particular value will be denoting for the first row, and this will be the for the second row. So this will be the row indices, and this will be the column indices. You will be able to provide your own custom index for this one and as well as this one, right? You will be going to study about all those things in a later stage, but as of now, so we had created a data frame with a nested list. Now if you will try to add one more list inside this list, so like as if we will do 0, comma 2, comma 4, comma 8, right? And now if we will be executing this, so see this 0 to 48, I mean this third list is coming down, right? 0 to 48. So in that way, guys, if we are going to create, increase the number of lists inside this nested list, so we will be getting, I can say, you will be increasing the rows inside this one. And if you will be increasing the number of values inside this list, I mean number of elements, then you will be able to get, I can say, you will be going to increase the number of columns. So suppose that here I am increasing 1, and here I will be writing, I can say, comma 0. And now in this list I will not be doing anything, and now I will be executing it. So see, so in this one, so we had added 1, here we had added 0. So 1.0 and 0.0 is here. That is fine, there is no any problem. But here we are having this nan. Nan means what? So nan is again a kind of another data type, I can say, which says that it's a kind of a missing value. So nan stands for a missing value. Missing value means that, so here in this particular list you are having five values, five elements. Here you are having five elements, but here you are only having four elements. So Pandas thinks that, okay, fine. So in two lists you are having five values, five elements, but here you are having only four. So I am thinking that, okay, fine. So you will be missing, you are missing some kind of a data. So since you are missing a data, so here I will be representing this missing data with this nan. So this nan stands for missing value, right? Now here I will try to add one more data, and now in that way, so we will be having, I can say, all equal, right? So in that way, guys, so we will be creating a data frame with this nested list. Now here we will be also able to create, I can say, a data frame with a dictionary. So we all had studied about the dictionary. So now I will be, oh, again, fine. So see, so here this is the example. So here what we are having, so here we are having like as this is the dictionary, and here we are having keys. So in a very first place we are having this state key. Inside this state key there are some different values. So in terms of values we are having a list. So Ohio, Nevada. So we are having, I can say, a list of some places. Now here this is the second key here, and here we are again having a list. Again here we are having a pop key. So here we are having some different kind of a floating point numbers inside a list. So in this way, so we are going to define a dictionary. Now this dictionary I am passing with this data frame method, and now we are getting, I can say, a data frame. So in that way, so state here and pop, these keys are going to be, your column indices, and 0 1 2 3 4 5 is a kind of, I can say, a value from this count. So 0 1 2 3 4 5, so it will try to count your numbers, I mean your number of values, and then it will be giving some kind of a unique row indices for you. So in that way, so from a dictionary you will be able to, I can say, create a data frame. Now creation of data frame using read CSV. So what is this, by the way? So this read CSV is a kind of a method which is available in Pandas. And why it is available? So generally what happens that, so whenever we are working with any kind of a, any kind of a task, so maybe there is some probability that your data will be coming in terms of a CSV file. And by the way, what is a CSV file? So if I will talk about a CSV file, so let me check over the internet. So CSV files, CSV files. Wait, it's not CSV, it's a CSV. So CSV means that CSV file is a comma separated values file, right? So it is a kind of a file in which, so the values, whatever data we are going to add, so that data will be separated just with a comma, right? So it will be known as a CSV file. So wait, I will be downloading one CSV file for you. So iris data set. So since this is a kind of a data set, guys, which is having, I can say, which is in terms of a CSV file. Now what I will be doing, so I will be downloading this data and then I will show you. See, iris data.csv. Now I will be showing you so how this file looks like. Wait. Oh shit, it's a zip. The data, by the way, I think it's this is has been, archived. So that all extract. Yeah, see, this is the iris data, right? And this is the CSV file. So by the way, what is a CSV file? So this CSV file will looks like as an Excel file. So it will be kind of a Excel sheet. So there is no any difference between Excel sheet and a CSV file. So any CSV file, any kind of a CSV file, so you will be able to load your CSV file through your MS Excel, or maybe if you are working with Linux, so our Linux, so MS Excel will not be available, right? So there you will be using, I can say, a spreadsheets. So with a spreadsheets or maybe with Google Sheets, you will be able to open a CSV file. But by the way, what is a CSV file and how you will be able to create a CSV file? So for that, what I need to do, so I will try to create one more CSV file, and what I will be doing, so I will be going with new, and I will be going with this text document, and here I will be writing like as a.csv, right? I will be writing a.csv, and now here I will be open this inside a notepad, and now here in this notepad what I will be doing, so this will be kind of a CSV file, right? So it will be a comma separated values file. How it will be comma separated? So I will be writing 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Again in a second line I will be writing 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma 7, right? So now I had entered some kind of a data inside these files. Now I will try to save it, and then I will try to open this file. So since here it is opening just in terms of, I can say, in a notepad, but if I want to open it inside, I can say maybe inside, I can say, I think this a.csv is not available. So wait. So okay, it's inside downloads, but I need to cut it, and I need to paste it inside my own directory. So then you will be able to use it, right? So here I will be, I can say, paste it. So a.csv is available now. Now what I need to do, so from here, what I will be doing. So see, so now this read CSV is a method. So here it will be taking one parameter, and now this is the path of that file. So it will be taking the path of the file, and then it will be loading that CSV file. I mean, it will try to load the data, and then it will try to convert all those data into a data frame, and then it will be returning you a kind of a data frame. So we will be going through this CSV file, but before that we are having one another approach which will be, I can say, which will help you in, I can say, in loading your data set. So since we are having a.csv, right? So what I will try to do, so I will be using the same code, this code, and this is a CSV module, right? So there is a CSV module which is available in terms of which is available in Python itself, and here we will be using this CSV module for opening our CSV file. So I will be writing import CSV for importing. Then I will be writing f. You can write anything. You can write maybe file. So file, it's just a kind of a variable. So file will be open. Open is a method which is available in the CSV. Now open, inside this open I will be giving the, I can say, I will be giving that name. So by the way, our name is what? Our name is a.csv, right? I mean, the path of our file will be a.csv. Now CSV will be csv.reader file. So here I will be giving that variable, I mean value. So file file, and then it's each and every data will be getting stored inside this CSV variable. I mean CSV, yeah, CSV variable. So now what I will be doing? So here we will be using the for loop, and then we will be iterating through line by line. Now I will try to run this code. Oh, no such file or directory. So a.csv is not available. By the way, where I am? Mm, oh, set. This is a.csv.txt, by the way. So I need to change it. It's not a.csv and txt. So what I need to do? Wait, basically, where is that file? By the way, notes, Python. Yeah. So this is the file. Oh, shit. Wait. So yeah, see, this is a.csv.txt. So we have to change it, and we will try to rename. So where is the rename? Rename. Yeah, rename. So it will not be a txt, it will just be a simple CSV file. Now see, now we will be able to open it inside our Excel file. See, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had, entered this all data in terms of, I can say, our, by separating with comma, right? And now we are getting each and every columns in a different cell. So this is a very much similar to Excel file, right? So here, what I will be doing, so here I will be having, here I will try to utilize this CSV file. So by the way, what I will be doing, so I will be going with this one, and I will be using the same code again. See, here I am getting it's data, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 5, 6, 7, right, guys? So here I am getting that data. Now in that way, so you can use this particular approach for loading your CSV file, or maybe you will be able to load your each and every lines of data inside this variable, and then you can use a for loop to iterate, and then you can pass each and every lines inside some kind of array, or maybe some kind of a list, or maybe some kind of a dictionary, or maybe anything, and then you will be able to pass that dictionary for creating some kind of a data frame. But you don't need to require, you don't need to write this much lines of code and this much lines of process. You don't need to require. What you need to do, you just need to use this read CSV method, and this read CSV method is available in Pandas, and it will be taking two different parameters. One will be file path, and the second will be delimiter. So delimiter is nothing but it's a separator, right? So it will be taking something, some kind of a parameter, and then it will be processing it. So what I will try to do, so I will be writing like this: df means data frame. It will be just a kind of a a variable name. So df for data frame. Now df will be pd dot read csv. So read underscore csv is a method we will be writing, and then I will be giving the file path. So this is a kind of, I can say, a data set, and this data set is this data set, its name is titanic.csv. So titanic.csv means what? So this data set is related to Titanic data. Titanic means that Titanic movie. I mean that ship that has been unsinkable ship that has been drowned inside the water. So this data is regarding the same thing. And here we are having this data. So this data is available in this path. Now here I will be using one delimiter parameter. So this is the delimiter, and delimiter will be what? So delimiter will be, if you are going with any kind of a CSV file, so here you will be using delimiter as a comma, and then you will be passing. So whenever you will be processing a CSV file with this read CSV, delimiter will be comma, right? And then you will be able to get each and every data in terms of a, I can say, a data frame. So I think this is making some kind of a sense, guys, right? So now in the same way, you will also be able to, I can say, import maybe a iris data set. So iris, if you will be writing iris, so I think iris is also available. So now in this way, so see, so iris data is, again, it is also available. So you will be able to load any kind of a data set with this read CSV. So any kind of a CSV files, and then you will be getting a data frame with this method. Now there will be a read table method. So this read table method is what? So this read table method is again another method which you will be using for a tab separated values file. So the previous CSV file is comma separated, and this is a tab separated. And tab separated means what? So one tab means four white space. Four white space is what? So say this is one space, two space, three space. Right, one space, two space, three space, and four space. So this four space is known as one tab. So if I will be writing like this, if I will be writing A, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then I will be writing B, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then C, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then D, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, then F. So now in this way, if you are going to write any kind of a data, so this data will be kind of, I can see, a tab separated values file, and it's I can say, for this kind of a file we will be giving extension. So there, that was a CSV file. This will be a TSV file, right? Tab separated values file. So TSV. So for this kind of a data, guys, we will be using a read table method. So read table, again read table will be using two things, one file path and one will be delimiter. So what we will be doing, so see, so there is one TSV file that I am already having and I will be using that. So PD, here I will be writing df and df will be pd dot read table. Read table is again in pandas. So pd dot read table and files slash sms dot tsv. So this sms dot tsv file is available in files folder inside our this pwd. I mean this directory. So I will be writing like this and I will be also giving the delimiter. So whenever you will be working with, I can say, any kind of a TSV file, so there you need to give backslash t as the delimiter, and then you will be able to use, I can say, this particular method. So here see, this kind of a data you are going to get, right? So if there will be TSV files, so you will be using a read table. Again, there is one very interesting thing that you will be able to load and process a TSV file with read CSV as well, right? How? So let me show that. So this is a TSV file. So here I will be changing it read table to read CSV, right? But the delimiter should be backslash t. If delimiter will be backslash t, then this read CSV will also work. Let me check it. Yeah, it's working. So delimiter should be backslash t and read CSV will also work. And again, you will also be use I can say read table method for loading a CSV file, but delimiter should be comma. So you have to focus on this delimiter parameter, and then read CSV or read table will be do the same job, similar kind of a job in each in, I can say, in both places. So guys, this is the kind of a thing I can say. So you will be able to get in terms of a read CSV and read table. Now after this, uh, yeah, after this there will be creation of data frame using read clipboard. So read clipboard is again another kind of, I can see, a method which is available inside pandas. So what it is saying, so it is saying that, so this creates a data frame from the content in clipboard and pass to read CSV method. So it will be using a read CSV method, right? And then it will be taking the contents from your clipboard. So what is clipboard, by the way? So whenever you are going to select any kind of a data, right now, so I am selecting this data and now I will be copying it. So control plus C, I am going to copy it. Now after copying this, what I will be doing, so now these all characters are getting copied inside my clipboard. Now what I will be doing, so I will be using, I can say, pd dot read clipboard clip clipboard, and then here here I will not be passing anything. I will just be executing this. So whatever thing we had taken, we had selected and we had copied, right? So now it is available in terms of a data frame. So since we had only copied a single line, so it is only giving me a single line, right? But again, we can use this thing if you are going to, maybe copy maybe a different kind of a, like I see here I'm going to copy. So yeah, copy. Now try to execute this one again. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, see, so here it is taking each and everything, and here we are going to get, I can say, the whole copied element as a, I can say, a kind of a data frame, right? So pd.read clipboard will also work. Now data frame from a HTML web page. So HTML web page means what? So since if there is any kind of a websites, and if on that website, if there is any kind of a tabular data, if it is available, so there you will be able to extract that data, you will be able to scrap that data, and for that there is a read HTML method available. So see, this is a kind of a website, right guys? So HTTPS and this. First of all, open this. Yeah. So this is the website, right? and here this is the table. This is the table for a players, and this is the data. Now what I will be doing, so we need to extract this table. So how we will be able to extract this table, guys? So for this particular purpose, we will be having, read HTML. So here I will be writing pd.read HTML, and then inside this I will be passing the URL as its parameter. So this is a URL. We will be keeping this URL inside a double quotes or a single quote because it's just a string. And then this particular will not give you, this particular method will not give you any kind of a data frame, but this will be giving you a list. This will be giving you a list, and a list of list I can say. So basically, if I can go with data, so data, here I had written data. Now here I will be doing like a type of data, and here I will try to cut this and see what will happen. So see, so it has scrapped each and every table, and then here it has saved inside this data. Now here we are using this type method, and this is saying that okay, fine. So this data is now a list. Now I will try to check. So what is the lane? What is the length of this list? So what I will be doing? So I will be writing print, and then lane of data. So what it will be doing? Yeah, so this is saying that there is only a one list. So what I will try to do, so maybe I can use this pd.data frame, and then this data, here I will not be using list, here I will be using data, and then data of zeroth, because inside this one there is only a single list, only a single value, and that value is the table. So here I will be writing data and zeroth element, and then this particular data will be getting passed through this data frame, and then we will be having the our final data frame. So now see, this is the, I can say, same table that we are getting from this website, right? This website. So we are able to extract each and every data from here. Now working with binary files in Pandas. So there is something like as, so working with binary files in Pandas. So see actually what is happening. So sometimes what we try to do. So sometimes whenever we are working with some kind of a data. So we needs to convert our data into byte codes. So see, so here, whatever thing we are getting in terms of a data frame or a data or a Panda series, so these all things is nothing but these all are object codes. These all are object codes. So what people suggest that, so this is not a feasible idea, this is not an ideal idea, that you have to save your codes in terms of object codes, and whatever data you are having, this is not a feasible approach, that you can keep this all data in form of object codes. So what will be a feasible solution? So we need to convert our object codes into byte codes. And what are byte codes? So byte codes are a kind of, I can say, a code that will be in terms of a different, I can say, different encoding, and a human will not be able to study, or maybe a human will not be able to understand that particular code. So this is a kind of a conversion from object codes into byte codes. So there will be two different kinds of operations. So what we need to do, so there is one operation that will convert object codes into byte codes, and this process is known as serialization operation. Now there will be one another operation which will convert your byte codes into object codes back, and this particular process is known as deserialization operation. And the combined process of serialization and deserialization is known as a survey operation. So here we will be working with some kind of a binary files, right? And here we will be using, I can say, here we will try to use, we will be going to convert our object codes into a byte code. And in terms of a byte code, I mean in byte codes or in terms of a pickle file, we will be going to convert our data set. And here we will be, I can say, doing this survey operation. So how you will be, I can say, working with this kind of a this kind of a thing. So see, so this particular, this serialization operation will be done with this to pickle method. So here pickle is a kind of a file which will be, I can say, which consists of bytecode. So here in terms of a pickle file, you are going to convert your object codes into a bytecode, and that bytecode will be available in terms of a pickle file. So what we will be doing? So here I will be writing df. So this is a df, right? This is a df. So here I will, first of all, I will try to check what is our df. So this df is, I mean, this data frame is this. So this is the data frame, right? Now this particular data frame I will try to convert into a bytecode or maybe in a pickle file. And after converting into pickle file, so what I will be doing? So after converting into pickle file, I will be giving like this df.pickle. Okay. So what I will try to do? I will try to execute this code. So here I have executed. Now after the execution, this particular data frame has been converted into bytecode, and now there will be df.pickle which is available. So if I can take one more shell, and if I will be, I can say, or maybe if I can go with this particular thing, so maybe there's, yeah, see, so this is df.pickle. Again, df.pickle is just a kind of, I can say, a naming conversion. I mean, we had just given a name, so this is not fine. This is not required. We have to give this one. What I can do, so this will be, here we can give any kind of a name. So maybe we can give pickle file. So pickle file is there. Now df.pickle and pickle file. So here I will try to execute it again and see here. So we are having pickle file, right? So df.pickle is again available, but both are the same files, but pickle file is there. Now what I will be doing? So here I will try to open this pickle file. So pickle pickle underscore file file. So I think you will not be able to open this pickle file, right? There is no any code for this one. But what we need to do, so here I will be going through my, I can say, file manager. I mean this way, and here this is the pickle file. Here I will try to open it. So here I have double clicked, but after the double click, so it is asking, okay, fine. So in with which application you want to open this file? So with Internet Explorer, with Microsoft Visual Studio version selector, with Notepad, Paint, VS Code, VLC Media Player, Windows Media Player, or Word, what? Or maybe there are another WordPad also. So maybe if I can select this Notepad, then see, this is a data frame, guys. So are you able to read it? Are you able to understand this data? Is it possible that any human will be able to understand this data, guys? So what is written? Okay, fine. Some kind of a characters you will be able to understand, but are you able to understand each and everything, guys? Give me some response. Are you able to understand this kind of a data, guys? Anything from this file? Are you able to understand? No, sir. So that's why we try to convert our object codes into a bytecode, and this is the thing that we try to perform in terms of a serialization operation. So this is, by the way, this will be known as a serialization. Again, in interviews, people ask, okay, fine. So what is a survey operation? So they will try to ask, what is a survey operation? So survey operation is nothing but it's a combined process of serialization and deserialization, right? So I have shown you that how you will be able to convert your data, I mean your object codes into a bytecode, and with this serialization operation, you will be able to convert your any kind of a data frame in terms of a pickle file, and uh, then your file will not be in a, not will available in a normal state. It will be in a different state. So it will be a kind of, I can say, a bytecode object, and you will not be able to, I can say, decode a bytecode object. Now, what is the perfect way to open any kind of a bytecode object? So there is one method, read pickle. So if there is any kind of a data which is in terms of a pickle file, so that pickle file is what? That pickle file contains a bytecode object. I mean bytecode, right? So you are having any kind of a pickle file. So there is another method read pickle, and this is available in Pandas. Now you will be using this read pickle method, and here you will be passing this particular file path, and you will be able to load that pickle file again. So here I will be writing pickle file, and see here you are getting this your data frame back, right? So this is the same table, guys. So this will be known as deserialization operation. So this is serialization and this is deserialization operation. And a combined process will be known as a survey operation. So whenever you will be going for any kind of interviews for Python, so there people may ask what is a survey operation. So you have to, tell about these things. Now working with JSON data. So what will be how you will be work with JSON data in Pandas. So by the way, what is a JSON? So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation and is an open standard file format that uses human readable text to store and transmit data objects. So see, this JSON is a kind of, I can see, a different file format. It stands for JavaScript Object Notation, means JSON, and it is there you will be able to store your data. So as I have discussed about a CSV file, a TSV file, a table file, or maybe a pickle file. So in a similar way, this is a different file format and its name is JSON. Now, JSON object behaves similar to a Python dictionary, right? But it is not a dictionary. It will be looking like as a dictionary, but it is not a dictionary. Now, JSON objects can be created using a nested dictionary. So, nested dictionary means what? So, nested dictionary means a dictionary inside a dictionary. So, here you will be able to create any kind of a JSON file. There is no any problem. JSON should be imported and then JSON object can be created using a JSON.loadsDict. Yeah. So since we have to work with pickle file, right? So here we have to work with pickle file. So again, so here we don't require to import pickle, but sometimes we require to import the pickle. And here again we needs to, here we have to import JSON first. So see, here this is a program for creating a JSON object from a Python dictionary. Now this will be the dict. So this is the dictionary. This is the first key, name, okay, then ways, then places lived, USA. So this is a nested dictionary. This is one key value pair. This is the second key value pair. This is a third key value pair. Again, this is the fourth key value pair, right? So this is a kind of a nested dictionary that you will be going to create, and then this will be working like as a dictionary. Okay. Now, what I will try to do, I will be importing JSON. I will be writing import JSON. So import JSON, and then I will be writing J. J is nothing but just a variable name. So J will be JSON dot loads. So loads is a method inside this JSON module. Now JSON dot loads, and inside this one I will be passing this particular nested dictionary. So I have written dict. Now creating a data frame with JSON object. So what I will try to do, so here I will be writing J and then siblings, and then it will be taking only J siblings, and then it will be creating a data frame. If I will try to remove these siblings, then there is no any problem. Value error. So all arrays must be of, okay, fine. So here all of the arrays are not in the same length, so it is not able to create a dictionary for you. So basically here you have to go with only the keys. So maybe you can take maybe only the name, or maybe only the places lived, or maybe if you are taking the siblings, so inside the siblings key, there will be one list. Inside this list will be going through, I can say, this list will be going through one, then key one, then this. I mean, this list will be going through up to this point, right? So this is a bigger one. So here I will be taking, I can say this one, and I will be writing siblings, siblings, and then yeah. So here you are able to get a kind of a data frame. So again, this is not going to matter a lot. You are not supposed to create any kind of a JSON object from yourself. You will be getting a JSON file, and then you have to use this JSON.loads, and here you will be passing that particular object, and you will be able to, I can say, use those things for creating your data frame. If I will talk about any kind of a JSON file, so JSON file download. So some sample JSON files will be available. So maybe we can check. Yeah, sample2.json. So we can download this one, or maybe we can download this one. See, this is a JSON file, right? So what I will try to do, I will try to copy this one, and then I will be writing I will be writing like as what I can say. So maybe I can write in this place itself. So okay, fine. So this is dict, right? Now here I will try to create a dict2 or dict1. So dict dict1, and dict1 will be in this way. Okay, okay. And from here, so I will be writing my JSON. This is a JSON, guys. So people is the first key, and then we are having multiple things. So by the way, we are having each and everything, and now dict is fine. Now here I will be using dict1. Okay, okay, fine. So here we are not having siblings. So here we are having only J. So see, so here we are getting these all things. First name Joy, last name Jackson G, like, right? So we are getting something, we are getting some kind of data frame, right? So in that way, so you can try to process any kind of a JSON object with this particular method, and then you will be able to go with all those things. Then there will be feather file. Feather feather file. So feather file, this loads a, so see, so feather file is again a kind of a different file, right? And again it is a kind of a binary file format. So we had discussed about a pickle file. So in a similar way, there is a feather file, and in this feather file, so feather is a fast, lightweight, language agnostic, and easy to use binary file format for storing data frames, right? So this here again you will be able to perform SURD operation, I mean serialization operation, and you will be able to create your store your data frame in terms of a feather file. So pd.read feather, this will be for reading your feather file. Path, columns none, use threads, bool true. So boolean true. And feather, pip install feather. So for working with this kind of a thing, you need to first of all install a feather format. So copy this one and try to run it inside your terminal. So here I will try to install it in the very first place. Yeah, it's a very small file. Okay, so maybe in some seconds it will try to complete the installation. So here you will be able to work with a feather. If there will be any kind of a feather file available, so maybe you will be able to use this read feather, and then you can go with. So maybe you can try to search over Google for any feather file, and if feather file will be available, you will try with this particular method. So this will be for yourself. You have to work on this part. Now different file formats available in pandas. Okay, there is again a read parquet. So read parquet is another method, and parquet is again another kind of, I can say, a file format. So I think parquet is also maybe, so Apache Parquet is a free and open source column-oriented data storage format of the Apache Hadoop ecosystem. So whenever you will be working with a big data kind of a things, so there will be Apache Hadoop, and there you will be going to work with this Parquet file. It is similar to the other column storage file formats available in Hadoop, namely RC file and ORC file. So there is something which is available in terms of Hadoop, RC file and ORC file. So there you will be going to use this kind of a Parquet file. And if there will be any kind of a Parquet file, So you will be able to use read parquet method for, I can say, processing that file, and it will be giving you a data frame. And any kind of a data frame you will be using df.to parquet, and this to parquet will be converting your object code, your data frame, into a parquet file. And this parquet file will be taking one file path, so where you need to store what name you are going to give to this file. So this will be the path, this will be the engine will be auto, or maybe there will be another thing you can try to check. Again, compression will be snappy or say anything, and there will be different values. Induction, partition calls none. So these are some kind of a parameters for this to parquet. So this particular method will be for deserialization, and this will be for serialization. So you can try to practice with yourself. Now Python program to create and read a data frame using parquet file. So here this is the data, right? So here we are passing some kind of a dictionary, and this is the data. So here df, this is the data frame. Now here we are using this particular to parquet for converting our data set into a parquet file, and this is the name, this is the file path we had given. So parquet file.gzip, and compression will be gzip. Now this data frame will be saved in this one. Now reading data frame from a parquet file, so we'll be using this read parquet. So here is one example which is given for you, you can try to practice with this one. Now there is ORC file. So ORC file is again, I have discussed about ORC file here. So this loads a data frame from a ORC file. If there will be any kind of a data which will be available in terms of ORC file, so there you will be using this read ORC method for loading that file. And ORC is what? So Apache ORC, it is again from Apache. Apache ORC will be stands for optimized row columnar. So it is a kind of a free and open source column oriented data storage file format. And again, it will be similar to Hadoop ecosystem such as RC file. So there is no any problem. In a similar way, there will be read ORC. You can use this read ORC. Then read FWF. FWF is another kind of a file, fixed width formatted lines. So if FWF file will be available, so you can use this particular method. Then again, I think from this link, if you will be clicking on this link, so there from there you will be going to open some kind of a file. Yeah, this is FWF. So how we will be going to install this FWF? So pip install FWF, and some examples are available there. So maybe you can go with that. Now working with HDF5 files. So this is HDF5. So HDF, a hierarchical data format. HDF is a self-describing, allowing an application to interpret the structure. So by the way, so this HDF5 file is again a kind of a file which is available whenever you are going to work with any kind of a big data based projects. So there you will be going to face these kind of a file formats. So if there will be HDF5 file, so read HDF and to HDF will be the methods which you will be going to, I can say, use for the survey operations. Now GBQ files. So Google BigQuery API from Pandas. So if any kind of a file which will be available from in terms of a Google BigQuery, so you can use this particular thing. So in a very first place, you have to, I can say, install GBQ file. So conta install Pandas GBQ, or maybe pip install Pandas GBQ, and then you can work with this one. Now some more methods to deal with data frames in Python. So maybe if there will be SAS file, so read SAS, SPSS file, so read SPSS, SQL file, so read SQL, SQL query, so read SQL query, SQL table, so read SQL table, right? Read SQL table, and read stata files, so read stata. So these all are the methods, guys, which are available for dealing with data frames, and these all will be returning a kind of data frames if you will be having this kind of a file formats available. Now working with Excel file in Pandas. So how we will be able to work with Excel file? So there will be read Excel. Here any kind of Excel file you need to give and sheet name and use calls, and then you will be able to, I can see, pd.read Excel file sheet name use calls. So inside Excel file there will be different sheets, right? So sheet 1, 2, 3. So here this will be the file path, this will be the sheet name, and this will be use calls. So use calls will be a kind of a parameter. You can use calls maybe you can go with its docs basically, or maybe you can skip this huge calls. By the way, there is no any problem. So it will take the by default value, and then you can try with this read Excel file. Then working with Excel file in Pandas. So there will be multiple things like as read Excel, read Excel, read Excel. So I think there are multiple things that you can try to practice with different parameters. Then loading Google Sheets. So if there is any kind of a Google Sheet available, so sheet ID, sheet name. So maybe sheet URL. So here from read CSV will be able to load a Google Sheet. Then working with DataFrame and series. So these are the different methods which you can use, which you have to utilize for loading your data from a different file formats. So in today's class, I have discussed about this all, I can say, important things. So how you will be able to load any kind of a data set from any kind of a file format. What is a Sata operation? So I have discussed about these things. And now what you need to do, so you have to go with this particular notebook and you have to understand about each and every files, each and every methods, and each and every, I can say, file formats. Now there will be one another thing, guys. So wait, yeah, different file formats available in Pandas. So click on this link, and from here you will be able to get a description of a different files. So CSV file, reader read CSV, writer to CSV. So if anything you have to see, it's not like a survey operation, by the way. So you will be able to you will be able to create a data frame from any kind of a file format, and you will be able to store any kind of a data frame to any kind of a file format, right? So suppose this is a file and this is the data frame, this is a B file. So you will be able to create data frame from every kind of file format, and this data frame will be getting stored in any kind of a file format. So reader and writer will be there. So read CSV will be the reader and writer will be to CSV. So format type text. So this all text will be a simple file. I mean, your object codes a simple file which will be human readable. I mean, any human, me, you, or anybody will be able to read this kind of a files. And these are the binary files. So CSV, CSV, then FWF file, right? Fixed width text file, JSON, HTML file, latex file, XML file, local clipboard file, right? Clipboard I have shown you. So these all are the human readable files. Now these are the binary file formats. These all. So binary MS Excel will be binary, read Excel to Excel, binary open document, then HDF5 format will be binary, feather format binary, parquet format binary, ORC format binary, stata is binary, SAS is binary, SPSS is binary, pickle format is binary, right? And this will be the SQL table. So if will be SQL DB, so there from there you will be able to your load your dataset with read SQL and to SQL, and this will be for Google BigQuery. So this is a complete list, guys, and again here you will be able to get a whole documentation regarding its method, regarding its different parameters, each and everything, delimiters, everything will be discussed here. So this particular link will be very much useful. So you have to explore these all things, and then you will be able to understand about these different file formats. See, this is data science, and here you will be able to get your data in any kind of a file format. There is no any surety, there is no any necessary conditions that there will only be a CSV file or a TSV file or a JSON file or any a specific file. Your data set should be available in any kind of a file format, and unless and until if you don't know how to process a binary file, how to process a HDF5 file, how to process a feather format file, how to process a Parquet ORC IRC file, then how you will be able to load your data set, right? So as a data scientist, you need to know about each and every file formats, each and every different kinds of files, their readers and their writers, and their each and every methods. And again, so one more thing, so that I need to show you. So let me take one tab. So see, so PD is pandas, right? And then dot. Now try to press the tab key. So when you will be pressing a tab key, so it will take some time, and then it will be, I can say, it will be giving you a list. So this is the list, guys, and these all are the methods which are available with your I can say pandas. So if you will come with read, so with read, wait, see, read clipboard, read CSV, read Excel, read feather, read FWF, GBQ, HDF, HTML, JSON, WARC, Parquet, Pickle, SAS, SPSS, SQL query, SQL table, Stata, table, XML, right? So these all are the reading methods which are available in terms of pandas, guys. And you just need to press the tab key after this dot, and you will be able to know about whole list that is available with these all methods for reading. Now, now if your data frame is available, so this is a DF. DF is just a kind of data frame. So you can use any kind of a name for your data frame. There is no any problem. But with any kind of a data frame object, with any kind of a data frame object, if you are pressing this dot, and then if you are pressing this tab key, so with this tab key you will be able to get each and every methods: apps, add prefix, add suffix, aggregate, align all, any, append, apply, right? These are some operations method. But wait, there will be two methods. Wait, uh, yeah, two clipboard, two CSV, two dict, two Excel, two feather, two GBQ, two HDF, two HTML, two JSON, two latex, two markdown, two numpy, two parquet, two period, two pickle, two records, two SQL, two stata, two string, right? Two timestamp, two X array, two XML. So these are the two files. So read files will be for serialization and two files will be for deserialization. So in that way, so you will be able to get each and every methods which are available in pandas, and you have to explore each and everything. So you have to remember each and everything. And whenever you will be going for any kind of a data analysis kind of interview, so there, or maybe any data science based interview, so there your interviewer may ask, okay, fine. So how many different methods in pandas you are aware about? Suppose that if you are a Google BigQuery file, so how you will be processing that file? If any file is available in pickle, so how you will be able to load that file in terms of a data frame? So you have to answer these all questions. That's why we have to study about this each and every methods, guys. Now, so from today I will be keeping at this point. Now what I will be discussing tomorrow. So from tomorrow I will discuss like as working with data frame and series. So there will be indexing columns, indexing rows and columns. Then Boolean indexing will be there. Then accessing a data frame with a Boolean index. Then lock method, iLock method, filtering, missing values in pandas, checking missing values in pandas, filling missing values in pandas. Then iterating over pandas data frame, how you will be going to iterate, iterating with iter tuples. Then iterating over columns, then data manipulation on data frame. So converting data frame to a NumPy ND array. So if there is any kind of a NumPy, any kind of a data frame, so you can convert a data frame to a NumPy ND array. There is no any problem. Converting Panda series to a NumPy array. Then adding a new column to data frame. Then deleting or removing rows or columns from a data frame. Then truncate function. Then sorting a data frame with single parameter. Then changing position of null values, changing position of a null values. Then sorting a data frame in pandas with multiple parameter, quick sort. Then passing list to ascending parameter, sorting using three columns. Then there will be some popular methods in pandas. So these are some popular methods in pandas which you will need whenever you are going to do any kind of a data analysis task. After this one, some popular methods for pandas series. These are for series. Then grouping operation in pandas, splitting data into groups, then group by method, grouping data with one key, then splitting data set using one key and multiple keys, grouping data, iterating through groups, selection of a group, applying functions to a group, aggregation, transformation, and filtration, aggregation, then transformation, then filtration, concatenation data frame, right? So there are multiple things, guys, in terms of a panda. This is a very used topic. But if you are not okay with pandas, then data analysis will be uncovered. parameters for pd.merge. There are multiple methods. So I can say listed each and every possible things from Pandas library into this notebook file. This is a very big file, and here you will be able to get everything. Everything means everything, right? So it will take maybe 4 days, 5 days, or maybe 10 days. But yeah, I'm going to cover each and everything. So guys, this is from my side, and I think for today, so I had live streaming was on, and for today's class, so the video will be available. Again, I will take out some time, maybe on weekends, and then I will be arranging each and every videos in a sequence, in a playlist, and there with some kind of a name. And I think you will be able to access them in a easily way, in a easily manner. So how many of you guys are going with all those recordings part, guys? So first of all, let me stop that recording because the class has been over, and now we will just be asking about the questions only. So